All right, so I wanted to join in on the fun. I wanted to go over what I think of all of the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Pokemon that have been revealed so far. Now keep in mind, I do look at leaks, so I do know that some of these evolve into broken things, and I do know that some of them are amazing and this, that, and the other. I don't really care, but I wanted to go over what I thought of each one of them because I think I might have some controversial opinions. So first off, let's start with Fido. Fido, I think, is a good boy. Fido, I think, is very, very cute. I love anything that's a dog. Dogs are cool. Dogs are cute, and its name is cool. I love this Pokemon. I'm expecting it to evolve into something very similar to, Slurpuff. Very similar to Slurpuff. I love it. Sea Titan, I'm going to be a really hot take on this one, and I'm going to put this one in D. I think it is hideous. For a whale narwhal Pokemon, don't really like it. I think it's kind of sort of dog water, especially because after we got amazing, if you don't know, it gets the ability Slush Rush, especially looking at some of the Slush Rush mons that we got in the previous game, Sword and Shield. I definitely think that this one's going to be overclassed. I don't think it's going to be that good. Just personally, don't really like the design. I don't like the white and pink design either, but that's just me. Don't really like it. Definitely not going to use it. Sprigatito, I think, is an S tier starter. I think this might be one of the most adorable and cute grass type starters we've ever gotten. I love Sprigatito. Because of things further down in the tier list, it's going to be what I'm going to use for one of my two playthroughs, because I'm going to get both games. Hopefully I get one early to do videos, but either way, Sprigatito is going to be one of the ones that I use. Fuecoco, I also really like. I like it less than Sprigatito, but I think it's phenomenal. And then Quaxly, I've actually grown to really like Quaxly. Believe it or not, I've really grown to like Quaxly a lot. Pawmi, I'm going to put in the solid A tier because I think it's cute, right? I think it's very, very adorable. I like the fact that it has the little mohawk, we have almost matching hair type things. I also like orange Pika clones. So I liked Dedenne a lot. I think it was very, very cute. I like the orange Pika clones, and I'm very excited to see. I'm going to be using this thing for sure. Right now it's looking like my team is going to be Quaxly plus Pawmi. Like that for sure, I know. Smoliv, I'm indifferent. You know, it kind of reminds me a lot of the Cactus Digimon. I can't remember what it's called. Togemon's pre-evolution. Can't remember. Mimi has it, but it reminds me a lot of that one. Not a big fan, but it's not terrible. Lechonk, okay. Lechonk, I'm going to put you in C tier just because of your name. Nothing else. Lechonk, that's the only reason why you're up here. Anything else, I don't think you deserve to be any higher. I don't think it's that cool of a design. I'm hoping it evolves into something cool. I'm hoping it evolves into something really cool, to be honest with you. But I really, really, really like Lechonk. So, yeah. So Koraidon and Miraidon. I think this one's called Koraidon. I'm gonna put them both in A tier. Actually, I think I'm gonna do them like this because I like the Scarlet version more than the Violet version, but I still like them both. I like the feathers and stuff like that, and it looks very similar to the Alola vibe that you get from it. I really, really like that. And I'm not the biggest fan of the technology driven design for this thing. Paldean Wooper, I'm gonna put here. I think it's gonna be really good competitively whenever it evolves into Quagsire, because it's ground poison with water absorb. I think it's gonna be really, really good. It's basically gonna be a Nidoqueen, because hopefully it gets rocks, hopefully it gets T-spikes, you know, and if it's immune to Scald, it's going to be really, really good at keeping those hazards up. So I'm really looking forward to that. Pre-evolution to the Miraidon and Koraidon, I assume, or the current times version. I don't know what it is. Don't really care, but I think it's a solid C tier. I think it's a very cool. If this was a middle stage to a pseudo legendary, Fuego, not Fuecoco, Fuego. Okay, you please don't dislike the video. Please don't dislike the video. Grafai. Grafaiai, I really like. So if you don't know, Eyes are one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I've really liked them since I was a little kid because a little bit of a mammalogy lesson, the study of mammals. It has a really long middle finger, and the reason why is because whenever it goes up to trees, its favorite food are bugs that like bury themselves deep into trees. So like it evolved to get a really long finger to be able to reach in, grab the bugs that it likes, and be able to eat them. I think that is sick. I think they're hideous, but I really like what they did with Grafaiai. I really like it. Normal poison is a super cool typing. Really like it. I don't even know what abilities it gets. Don't really care what abilities it gets, but I really like it. Cloth, quick A tier. Very quick A tier. Really like it. Also, so it's safe to say that everything in the S tier is something I want to use on a playthrough. A tier is like what I'm going to try to use on a playthrough. B tier is like maybe. But Cloth, really cool ability that gives it basically a shell smash. I think is sick. I think it's going to be really good. Honestly, I think it might even be good as like a choice scarfer in competitive, because then you get like the attack and the speed boost on top of already having a +1 speed. Really cool. I like it a lot. I'm hoping it gets shell smash on top of its already like shell smash ability. That would also be sick, but I really like it. So Armarouge is going in S tier and Ceruledge is going in A tier. I know I have a hot take on this one, but hear me out. Armarouge reminds me of what Tony Stark says to Spider-Man in Captain America Civil War when he's like, Underoos? It's the only reason why I think I like it so much. Very cool. I really like that it looks like Mega Man, and I like that it's a psychic and fire type. Very cool. And I think because I like it so much is why I'm not going to go with Fuecoco on a playthrough. So like these four I think are going to be on my original playthrough team, but I really like them. The reason why I'm putting Ceruledge below it is primarily because I'm very apprehensive about the offensive moves it's going to get and whether or not it'll be good. So for example, it gets the fire type attack that is like the physical fire type attack. If it doesn't get Poltergeist and only gets Shadow Claw, it's not going to have good Ghost Stab. If it only gets Phantom Force, it's going to suffer from like what DD Dragapult suffers from right now, and I don't really like that too much. I could see getting SD Shadow Sneak, Fire Blade move, but then it needs something to be able to hit water types, and I'm very apprehensive for it, so I'm putting it down a little bit lower just to like save myself the heartbreak whenever I'm actively disappointed in it. Wiglet, S tier. Dude, it's so funny looking. They even curved it, dude. They even curved it. They curved it. Solid S tier Pokemon. Love it. I'm hoping that it evolves into 3 of them sticking out and going. Oh, I love it so much. Love it. I'm not going to use it, but I think it's hilarious. I think it's so cool. I love it. For Giraffe, I'm using my original playthrough team. Girafarig is my favorite Pokemon growing up as a kid, because giraffes are like my second favorite animal. Absolutely love it. I'm so glad it got an evolution. I love its 2 abilities. I love the design, everything about it. If I had to order these within the tier, I'm gonna do something like this. I'm gonna do something like that. Like that's genuinely how I feel about these Pokemon in this tier. Yeah, there we go. Love for a giraffe. Also, if people say Farigiraffe, I'm going to literally fight you. It is a giraffe. Farigiraffe. I've seen these videos and I've seen people say Farigiraffe, and I'm like, no. Belly Bolt, I really like it. I think it's cute, but I don't think it's like phenomenal. I think it's okay. I think that it's adorable. You know, I'm hoping that it's not a final evolution. I'm hoping that it gets one more evolution to it. I'm hoping this is the middle evolution, like the Palpitoad of the region is what I'm really hoping for. And then last but not least, this little guy. I don't even remember what he's called, but I think he's adorable. I'm hoping that he evolves. I'm really hoping he evolves. I could see him getting Strong Jaw. I think he's a pure ghost type, right? You know what? I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to look up about this thing and then I'll be right back. So according to the very accurate Pokemon.com, it is a pure ghost type with the ability Pickup, which tells me that it should evolve. Just going off of the other things that learn pickup, usually they evolve at least once. Because of that, I'm really hoping it evolves, and I'm going to put it in the B tier because I don't want to hype myself up too much, but I could see this thing getting strong jaw with like Fire Fang, and if it gets like a signature ghost type strong jaw boosted move, I think it'd be really, really cool, especially if it evolves into a ghost fire type because the little candle on top of it, really, really like it. But these are the Pokemon in the tier. More than likely, the 6 that I'm going to be using on my first playthrough are going to be these top 4, Pawmi, and then something else is what I'm hoping for. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment as to what you think about my ratings, and let me know what you think about each Pokemon, or leave me like a little picture in like a screen capture of your tier list with this thing. I would love to look at some of yours because I've seen people like Liv and Matt O'Shea's, but I would love to see some of yours. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.